election is over for barangay and SK positions here in the Philippines. It's already 6 minutes exactly before hitting the hour of 7 o'clock in the evening, October 30, 2023. Actually, guys, I have to be honest, I was not able to cast a vote. I'm supposed to go. Actually, I transferred being a voter from Naga City where I was born. Actually, when we were in Pasig, no, we rented out a unit in the Pasig Bliss by the Marcoses. The buildings were built during the time of the Marcos era under the management and authorship of our former First Lady Imelda Marcos in Pasig City. At that time, I was listed there. We were able to register ourselves, me and my brother, there in Canyogan, Pasig City. So I was able to cast a vote from Naga City and there in Pasig. And when I was in Ayala, Alabang, I did not anymore did some transfer of voting precinct. And right here in Naga City, I have decided actually, sana, to run for a position at the mayoral slate under sana sa assistance ni dating Councilor Ortega. That's why I applied for a transfer in Milaor where we have our hacienda in Dalipay, Camarines Sur. So, nagbalak po sana tayo, bunsod na rin ng bilin sana sa akin ng daddy noon na mag-run for a public office. But back then, wala talaga po sa aking mga plano yun. Well, just like how I took also my bachelor's degree in accounting, it was him who decided. But this time, I had hesitation so much because I thought I was gonna be going back to the convent. So, sabi ng dad ko noon, mag-run. No? So, he knows it was the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. But when I tried to, wala pong nangyayari, no? We were encouraged by some people who texted us. But, if they are really supportive enough din, guys, no? We could have casted or submitted our certificate of candidacy back then if we had a full support. Especially back then, Mr. Ortega has promised to take care of everything na parang meron siyang lineup of candidates tapos siya daw yung mag-submit ng sabay-sabay. So, I counted on him for that one pero wala naman pong nangyari. Sad to say that we have a lot of rumors. Actually, I've already confronted him about it kasi yun ang pinaka-importante, guys, in any situation, in any relationship. If there are rumors, issues, you have to make a dialogue with the person, including, of course, first of all, sa kapamilya, kadugo, diba? Sa spouse, sa family mo, friends, in the workplace, in the church organization, or in the community. Hindi po nawawala yung mga issues because we are human beings, no? Problems, concerns. But what is important is dapat may dialogue. Magtatanungan kayo, magsasabihan kayo kung ano yung totoo, and you will have to take it from there, 'di ba? Na pag-usapan kung ano man. So narinig ko na may mga nagbigay ng support, financial support for our candidacy. Hindi lang naman po ako. As I've said, meron siyang mga binuong line of candidates na sabi niya sabay-sabay. Hindi niya po ginawa until something happened to us. Hindi ko po alam na merong mga ganon. But when I confronted him, wala naman daw po. Somebody said that someone gave 500,000 and may mga pa 5,000, etc. Actually, including some of my movements, no, like the Association of Landed Families and Entities of the Philippines, and the Espanoy community that I was trying to build up, no, wanting to empower, to unite, and organize Spanish Filipino movement, no, to empower the Spanish Filipino community and come up with something that would be cater to social entrepreneurship and also the food bank. Nag-office ako ng konting panahon lang naman sa table na outside lang ng office ni Mr. Ortega because we don't have money to rent. Ang alam ko po, may mga pumuntang mga tao. So, but anyway, I've confronted and asked Mr. Ariola and Mr. Ortega about it, pero wala naman daw pong nagbigay sa kanila. So, hindi ko rin po alam. Of course, I am sorry, hindi nyo ako masisisi kung nagda-doubt din ako, di ba? Because people could just deny anything, no? Pero ang alam ko, nandun pa lang ako, meron ng mga nagbigay ng mga disposable utensils, something like that. So, Diyos na lang po ang bahala pagka ganyan, no? I am really, trusting so much sa mga ganitong samahan. Ang dami-dami ko na pong nabuong projects, even in the church, pero apparently, trinidor tayo, pinagkakitaan. So, hindi nyo na po maaalis sa akin na even if I have made a dialogue with these people, no, whom I trusted, nasabi ko, ito lang naman yung mga tao na it seemed to me na pare-pareho yung sentiments, no? And we did not do anything naman po na illegal. Pero we were the people who were talking with each other about things and issues and concerns na pare-pareho po yung sentiments. So I thought na merong makakome up. Tapos, so yun, that is the reason why I have transferred as a voter, as given also by the processes from Naga City to Milaor. So, nung umpisa pa lang ng presidential election, nandun na po yung ating, nakalista na po tayo doon. So, I was able to get the voter certificate. I thought that there is still a voter's ID, just like how I was able to get one in Naga City. It's not available any longer daw. This time daw, it's just a piece of paper. Napaka ang pangit po kasi hindi na siya yung hard type, para na lang siyang nasa certificate nga, no? I got this last July 6, 2023. Napakabilis nga po, but at the first time that I was there, they promised that it would be an ID. So, I was asking, one of the contractual worker there is actually residing in Dalipay, Milaor, yung anak ni Catherine. He explained to me na wala na daw yun. Basta sinigurado ko po na wala talagang na-issue ID. Kasi otherwise, kung nawala yun, ang hirap-hirap po, guys, diba, na kung may makakuha nun, identity theft, it could be used for any, illegal activities. So, ito na lang po yung nakuha natin sa Milaor. So, what this important is, inassure naman nila ako na wala daw pinadalang ID. Just like what I was able to get in Naga City. So, anyway, so, very, very, nostalgic today, election day. I wasn't able to go out, because I was trying to weigh things. If I go to Milaor, basta meron, pag may warning sa akin si God, and He doesn't want me to go out, so I have to obey, Sana ganun din kayo. Because we do not know what's gonna happen. Medyo mainit po tayo. I've been a vlogger. I've been a YouTuber and a writer for so many years. So, meron tayong ganun, that we have to check and discern. I was able to visit few days ago doon. So, I saw my bungalow house na basta na-repair ng konti. And then, I saw the situation there. Dumami na naman po yung mga struktura. People who are very proud of themselves, no? Alam naman nila na hindi sa kanila yung lugar. They don't have deed of sale, deed of donation, whatever. Wala tayong magagawa, makikipagsabunutan po ba tayo? Or makikipagbarilan? Wala naman tayong baril. At kung magbarilan tayo is also illegal, it's a crime, and kasalanan. So, kung ano lang yung nasasabi natin, yun lamang po, a little paliwanag. Even the teenagers that I was able to encounter, they couldn't take it, guys, no? Obvious naman mga baguhan sila. But, sa bagay mga bata sila, they do not know, di ba? Their parents could just say that they bought a land there, mga bahay na bago lang po. And, napakadali naman pong isolve yung mga ganito if I am in the shoe of the authority, if they really want to put a stop on these things and investigate. Of course, you have to check the birth certificates, right? Mga community certificates, community tax certificates, you need to check for the last, let's say, 10 years. Diba? So, wala po. Tapos, yung nakikita ko po, it's a good thing that this Aguila Kapihan, Socorro, Surigao case came out kasi somehow I could see some similarity at a very low level lang naman in Dalipay because nagkakaisa sila, no? May mga pabahay na binibigay, may mga pa-programang pangkabuhayan, guys, na parang pinapautang sila for farming when in fact it is illegal farming. They are not registered in the Department of Agriculture. Massive po siya, ang dami. Tapos, what else? So, yun lang po yung nakita ko doon. Kung nagkakaisa po yan na isang community na in a private land, mas grave pa po yan kaysa doon sa nangyayari sa Aguila community. Diba? Kasi yung Aguila community, at least, yung land po, with regards lang po sa land crime, public, po yun, public land, no? I-identify lang kasi yung land kung disposable siya, and ano ba yung isa doon, there are two requirements for it. For you to be able to apply na mapasayo yung public land na yun, na dapat siya disposable, and you may check out na lang na vlogs with regards to how to own a public land. No? Kung sa amin kasi, private land po kasi yan eh. Kaya nga, yung logic doon na bakit kasi may barangay. The whole land is like a hacienda, vast of land, portioned in the different members of the clan. No? So, hindi lang naman isahang pangalan yun. It is portioned sa mga relatives. But at the same time, if, for example, in that area coverage, it is required. Again, I do not know the law on it. I have not checked. If there is a requirement that such area should have one barangay, still, dapat ang uupo dyan would be the owners, di ba? Kasi, yun ang logic na sinasabi natin noon. Nasa Section A ka. So, you will elect from amongst the Section A members people who will lead the rest of the members of the Section A. Diba? How come that you are not from Section A, you want to govern? Diba? Tapos pumasok ka lang ng lately lang, makikita naman po yan sa birth certificate, makikita yan sa mga IDs, na kung saan ka galing, no? Like also the community certificate, for the last 10 years, saan ka? Like example, sa voter certificate ko po, nakasaad po doon na for the last 10 years, ang residence ko po talaga is Dalipay, Melaor. Kasi doon talaga ako nag-reside. Kaya lang, I've been out for some time, tapos nagkaroon pa ng ahas yung bahay natin. A lot of factors considered na hindi ako nakastay. Pero sa akin po yung bungalow house na yon. It was left to me by my mom and dad. Although it's verbal, lahat po ng gamit na nandoon sa loob, although hindi ko po alam kung sinunog or what, sa akin po yun lahat. No? May mga, ang dami ko pa pong clothes doon. Kaya yun po ang mabigat sa damdamin ko. Na although I prayed for my sister to find ways to be removed from the apartment that she was in because she was illegally dismissed from the job, so we could not sustain, no, paying the rent. Natuwa naman po ako nakalipat yung sister ko doon. Kaya lang, yung mga gamit ko po ay nawala. Sabi niya, may mga sinunog siya. Like 5 or 6 cartoons and then one big image of the Divine Mercy. No? So, yun ang mga proof natin na sa akin po yung bungalow house plus the voter certificate. Yan po ang mapapatunay na doon ako naka-reside. No? So, anyway, what is the point here is that gusto ko pong i-question talaga sa kinauukulang ahensya. Paano po nagkaroon ng barangay ang isang vast of land, area coverage, na ang nandyan lang naman ay mga martires, and ang kasama lang namin Villafuerte, at meron pang nagsasabi na kailangan daw i-check yun, no? Because sometimes in the assessor's office, sino ba yung nagkwento sa akin na sa assessor's office din po siya, tapos meron daw ganun, tinatawagan daw yung head ng assessor's office, tapos, Mare, dadaanan ko dyan may kaukulang pera, tapos nilalagay pa daw sa map. These are all allegations. I'm sorry for the people concerned, hindi ko po alam kung totoo po ito. I haven't really research on it, pero from what I could see, that some people could even show tax declarations. But mind you guys, even title could be fake, di ba? Sana hindi itutularan ng mga nag-iisip, but it's easy to detect naman. If you will try to print out a fake document, it's easy. Check lang sa mga kaukulang ahensya ng gobyerno. Kaya huwag kayong mag-isip na magamit ng mga peking documents. Is another case po, no? Mabigat na kasalanan po yan. So, I've checked with the Department of Agriculture. Wala po kaming mga tenants, no? Tenants years ago, ang alam ko, mga binayaran. So, nag-clear tayo sa DA na pinuntahan ko po sa San Fernando years ago at chinek ko po. Pinakita po sa akin na walang nakalistang farmer. So, ang maganda doon sa government agency, wala daw silang pananagutan, no? They do not have a supervision or power over those who are farming in the Lipay, Milaor, all the way to Concepcion, Pequeña area. Kabilaan po yan ng Almeda Highway, no? Kung magkakaisa lang yung mga relatives namin. Wala daw pong nakalista. So, ang sabi nga doon, kasuhan nyo na po. So, yun naman po yung nangyari na kaya nga tayo pumunta sa PAO for it. Ang dami naman pong nangyari, no? Na 8-8 na yung PAO lawyer, etc., etc. Nagkalimutan na hanggang nasunugan po kami. Wala na akong maipresent sa PAO. Kasi sabi naman ng PAO, okay, another lawyer. Na nakakapagod. Sa totoo lang, I want to make this appeal to the lawyers. Pagod na po ako. No? Sa akin lang, na ang dami kong pagkakabiktima, tayo pa po yung napreso. So much delay in the service, na tayo pa yung nagkaroon ng kaso, no? At nalaman ko pa yung nagkaso sa akin, at yung PAO lawyer na sinampahan natin sa 8-8, ay friends, no? And seemingly both has, benefited so much from our illegal farmers. Napakasakit po. I want to appeal to the judiciary. Ang sakit-sakit po ng mga pangyayaring ganyan. Tingnan nyo yung lupa namin. Alam na ng judiciary through the PAO na with dispute yun, nasa amin yun, makikita naman po yung ownership sa assessor's office, etc. Pero, wala pong kaukulang action until now. The PAO office has been calling me up. Paano naman guys na nasunog na yung mga papeles? Isang backpack yung pinakita ko noon sa lawyer na concerned. Wala man lamang pong naging aksyon. Wala man lamang favors na ibigay sa biktimang kagaya namin. I represent my family. And actually, I represent the whole clan indirectly because if actions and findings will really be seriously be done, syempre ako na nag-initiate nun, di makakasali na po yung iba. Diba? Na hindi ko naman sinasabi na sa amin lahat. It is portioned with our relatives. So, yun po ang nangyayari sa Dalipay, Melaor. So, I really question and I want to invalidate me counted as one ang pagiging legit ng barangay doon. Kasi I repeat, if there's a barangay in an area, supposed to be the residents there will be the one to run for the office, of course, diba? Magkakasama kayo dyan, nasa Section A kayo, anyone from Section A, let's say 100 yung Section A ng members, from 1 to 100, dun lang tayo kukuha ng barangay captain, ng mga konsehal, and from the youth or the sangguniang kabataang leader, syempre nandun lang sa Section A. E paano kasi Section A, pumasok lang naman yung mga taong from Section Z. Napakalayo ng mga galingan pero tumatakbo doon for some reason, for greener pasture, for crimes committed, nagtatakbo sa mga kalaban, sa mga inutangan, pupunta sa Section A. So, without knowing, without permission, nakapasok ang 10 tao from Section Z, example lang po yan, no? How could it be that you are gonna choose these people na supposed to be nga i-question siya, i-process siya, paano siya makaka-join sa Section A when in fact, naka-fix naman yung count, let's say, in Section A sa 50. Bakit may 10 tao biglang-bigla papasok without process, without permission, without authority, tapos sila pa yung may mga interesanteng masyado na mag-lead, no? Wanting to avail of immunity, yun na nga, bakit dun umalis? Baka may crime. Meron naman na nagmamigrate yung mga relatives natin who migrates to other countries or OFWs. Those are perfectly different story altogether. Yung mga nag-migrate sa US, for real, green pasture na may clean ang records, no? Those things are different. So, let's take it from there na dito lang yan sa Philippines. Diba, illogical na may pumasok, illegal entrance nga, wala kasi tayong borderline, walang administrator who would check the populations there in Section A. Bigla na lang, malalakas kasi ang loob nito eh. No? Sometimes kasi may mga connections sila from somewhere, no? Political syndicate communist groups na may pera, power, etc. Pero pag chinek mo yung record, if authorities are keen enough, if police in these areas, not only the PNP, police, meaning quote-unquote, agencies who should be giving police watch on these things, will be able to see, ang bilis lang po. Tingnan mo yung ID, tingnan mo yung birth certificate, where did they came from, and just by seeing also these documents, we need to validate, right? Na, I've been saying kanina pa, that people could just, print out any certificate for that matter, even diploma, even IDs. You need to check them if they are valid. No? So, yun po ang nangyayari. I've already raised this to COMELEC. I've already lodged 8-8 about it. Pero continuous po tayo. Like for example, for Dalipay, Melaor po, practically everyone na nakalista po sa COMELEC are basically illegal residents. Perhaps, ang makikita ko lang na, syempre yung ako, kasali kasi ako doon. Ako syempre legal. I think the Falabi, kasi may ang alam ko may nabigay sa kanilang portion of land for being, for tenancy, no? Alam nyo na yan sa agrarian reform. And I think 2 more. So, mga 4 lang siguro. Yung lang ang estimate ko, guys, ha? If I could remember it right. Yung mga nakalista doon. Na legit dyan, na farmers, legit na owners. Kagaya sa akin, owner resident po ako dyan, pero hindi naman ako nagpa-farming. At sa akin naman yun. So, ganun po ang kwento dyan. Madali po sanang e-solve. Nang hindi kailangan may karahasan by checking on these things. And if initially things would already be done that way, hindi na po dadami yan. Ang dami po nating na-find out na nagbebentahan even through the net. Pag sinabi mo pong dalipay, mag-question ka na kung hindi naman yan Martires. Kung hindi iyan agent ni Martires, illegal po yan. Ang dami na po nating nakuhang ebidensya na nagkwekwentuhan pa, no, na ang kausap ko sa anya dyan si Rodriguez, yung kausap ko anya dyan si Kagawad, and lahat po ng line-up natin are squatters, even if they are there already for more than 20 years. Hindi po natin yan pwedeng abusuhin na kung sino yung in possession. Ang dali naman po, di ba? Pakita nyo yung documents. Valid and legal documents. Hindi syempre yung mga print out lang. No? At isa pa kasi yan, sabi ko, pag nasolve kasi yan, makikita natin na may nasosolve tayong anti-communist na mapapatupad natin ang anti-communism law. Na kung communist naman sila, mag-surrender sila properly, may paprograma naman yung gobyerno, wag disturbuhin yung pribadong mga taong may pagmamay-ari ng lupang yan. So, yun po, I want to raise this up. Bakit po nagkaroon ng barangay ang Hacienda Martires? At yung kabuuan ng barangay, lahat po sila illegal dwellers, land grabbers, and therefore land criminals. Diba? Samantalang kung ako po yung tumakbo, or yung mga cousins ko pa, mga relatives ko na owners din dyan, Villafuerte, Magtuto, hindi po yan dyan pwede na squatter ni Magtuto, ha? Ni Villafuerte. Bawal po yan. Dapat owner talaga. So, if you think that I am saying the right things, that I am speaking with sense with regards to land ownerships, land rights, and privileges, not only obligations, because, di ba, parang expert yung mga ahensya natin sa gobyerno, pag sinabing lupa, tax agad, amilyar ka agad yung iniisip, nakabayad ba yan, ano ba yan. Sana naman po, I appeal again to proper agencies that if we are checking lands, sana po iset aside muna natin yan. That's another story that we need. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na kakalimutan yun, pero remember, ang dami-dami na po naming donations na lupa. Pwede naman sigurong iawas yun doon in the event, kasi para nyo na rin na-sequester yung mga lands namin, no? Ang nakakaano lang po kasi may naririnig pa akong sentiment with regards to pa-road sa amin. Ako, dapat matuwa ang owners ko may road, di ba? Madali yung ano namin, if I go for plantation there, make a farm bill. So, madali yung transportasyon ng mga produce, right? To go to the market. And of course, our car could just, roam around the hacienda. Pero may mga naririnig po kasi ako na nangungutya. Sige, mangutya lang kayo pero wala tayong evidence. Ang sabi po wala kaming hacienda. So, para hindi na siya maganda, binungkal-bungkal yung mga lupa. Merong chismis na si Mayor Labas, Reyes, na naging barkada ko yung mami niyang namatay. Hindi naman close na close pero kakwentuhan ko yun. Ay nanguha daw doon ng pang-construction nila, ng lupa, which is very illegal, di ba? Kung totoo nga, tapos meron pang naglagay-lagay ng mga fish pond din, na ang chismis ay meron daw malaking sawa doon sa ilalim ng tubig.